All right, so bow season's just a few short weeks away, and I picked up a new bow just in the nick of time for that. So I got the PSE Evo NXT, picked it up about a week ago, and I went with the Fusion from First Light camo pattern. I originally was gonna go with a black, and this was the option available to me, so I went with it, and I was a little skeptical at first about it, but I actually really love it. This is a 31-inch axle-to-axle bow, which for me, I'm not a huge dude. I like shorter bows, especially because the majority of my shooting is done in the woods. So I like a small bow. 31's what I like. So apart from that, I have a CBE Sniper Pro X sight. This is a 5-pin sight. I used to shoot a single pin, and that was an HHA. Hunted with that for 1 year, I believe, before I made the switch to this. It was a great sight as far as just shooting your bow went, but once you took it to the woods, especially when deer are coming and going, you just don't have time to be messing with moving your sight around. So 5 pins is what works for me because, again, this is a bow that I like to use for shooting deer. As far as the stabilizer goes, this is just an 8-inch bee stinger. I'm not too particular about my stabilizer. I don't get too involved in all the weights and all that either. I do have a wrist strap on here. The reason for that, I know some people don't like them, some people do. I don't want to have to focus on gripping my bow too much. You know, you get torque in your bow when you're gripping it too much, and having this on here lets me take my mind off of that, and I find that that helps my shooting. As far as a rest goes, this is the QAD Ultra Rest. I used to shoot a Ripcord Ace, and that was also pretty much a similar concept, drop away rest. But when Nick and I were shooting a 3D shoot last year, that took a crap on me, and I made the switch over to this, and I know a lot of other people shoot the same rest and absolutely love it. I think that's it for the bow. I do have a quiver mount attached to the side. I don't hunt with that on there. Once I get to the tree stand, I take that off, which I guess will take us over to the quiver itself. I do shoot Easton FMJs. I like them, a little heavier weight. I have quick fletches on here, and then on this end I have the nocturnal lighted nocks. For people that film or people that don't, I really recommend the lighted nocks. If you don't film, it helps you see where that arrow goes. If you do film, it also helps you see where the arrow goes. I've noticed in videos where people don't shoot them, sometimes you can't tell where that hits, obviously. And especially when you show the video to other people, if you have a lighted nock on there, it makes it more enjoyable to watch because you can see that thing pass through the deer. On the business end of the broadheads, I switched to a Magnus Stinger Buzz Cut. This will be the first year I've ever shot these. It's kind of like a single bevel concept. It does have 2 little bleeder blades on the sides and then a serrated edge on the 2 main blades. I'm excited to shoot these, and I know a lot of people that do and absolutely love them. This arrow on the end, this is my 4th arrow, and I call this my fun arrow. This does not have a Magnus on it. This is tipped with another broadhead, and this is basically the arrow that I use for anything else other than a deer that I would like to shoot. This arrow has probably been through multiple deer, same with the broadhead, and that's why I leave it there, because you never know what's going to come by that you might want to sling one at, like a coyote. Last but not least, my release. To me, not the most important thing, but this is a True Fire Hurricane, I believe. I know it's a True Fire, and I've had this for ever since I started bow hunting, probably 6 years ago, and I have no plans of switching until it gives out on me. I think for me, that's pretty much my bow setup. Like I said, I'm there to kill deer, and I'm not shooting at quarters on a target. So this is what I'm going with.